Hello guys! I am here with the second episode of The Wheel of Time called Shadows Waiting. And well, I have predictions that I think will go down this episode. Shadows Waiting. I think there is a chapter in the books called Shadows Waiting. And yeah, that is all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I have pretty high expectations for this episode. Uh, as you see, I'm in a different place in my apartment. It's the next day. I couldn't really record anymore because it was 2 a.m. in the middle of the night and I was really tired. So I thought it would probably be best to wait until morning. And the lighting is a little bit better because I have actual daylight coming in. But I only have like 1 hour of daylight left today. So I really need to start recording straight away. But yeah, last episode was it was good. I I had a few issues with it, mostly pacing, uh, but hopefully it'll get a little bit better because I know that they needed to get away from Emma's Field and like to get the story starting. But yeah, we're gonna jump right into it. What? What is that? And who's he talking to? Is this a scene for? Oh, it is. This is the
There's
scene.
a brutality to the dish. Because the flavor doesn't come only from the bird. Its bones and beak and feet cut the inside of your mouth.
He actually cut her hands off.
Hurts just enough that you bleed.
Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, that's terrifying. I love it. Ah, the teeth are so nice.
2, to make no weapon with which one person may kill another. 3, never to use the one power as a weapon, except in the last extreme defense of her life, or the life of her warder, or another Aes Sedai. These oaths are bound by the one power.
And killing
Not that we take
dark,
credit for
dark,
it, it's
like
done.
Trollocs and
I did not kill that ferryman.
creatures of the
He
dark,
wasted
I
his own
suppose.
life on a foolish cause.
He was just trying to get to his family.
You don't listen to the wind, Egwene. It's the wind that listens to you.
Oh, Gwen, you're gonna do just fine. Well, maybe not only fine. 50-50, I suppose. What's going on? Oh! What was that? Oh, that's a bad. Oh, this is a dream. This must be a dream. What?
He's dead. Till then, the lady does shoot fireballs, so let's try and stay on a good side.
Look at Matt being the voice of reason. What? Oh.
This isn't your land. Children of the light hold sway.
You
wherever
tell
they
him.
Walk in the light. Where did you say you were from?
I do.
Oh, creep.
But I'm from the borderlands, where men know how to keep their hands to themselves.
lest they
You tell him that.
search the horses.
When you go to Whitebridge, find one. Only one of those women can heal this wound.
Light be with you.
The light is always with you.
Why did he
Instruction.
tell her to go find an Aes Sedai? That is very unlike the White Cloaks. But I suppose Bornhold is more like a voice of reason.
The woman said the Trollocs went west.
You are meant for battle. We questioners have a higher purpose.
Maybe they're making some of the White Cloaks a little bit more reasonable than they are in the books. That would be cool, because sometimes they're just too extreme. It's like, why would anyone choose to follow this group of lunatics? But if some of them are reasonable, it does make them more appealing. Oh, this is nice.
Sing of Manetheren, weep for the blood of Aemon, cry for Manetheren, long ago, long ago.
Oh, they did the Weep for Manetheren.
Remember Manetheren.
It's just a song.
Is she gonna tell the
No
story?
idea who Manetheren is anyway.
Who Manetheren?
Mountain
Who Manetheren is?
used to be the name of the place you now call the Two Rivers.
Ah, yes.
During the Trolloc Wars, the army of Manetheren was small but strong.
Tashar
Thorn in
Manetheren.
the Dark One's hand. So he sent the entirety of his forces to destroy it, though many of them went not to safety, but to join the army fighting for their homes. Not a step of ground.
I wish you could see, like,
until it
the
was
goosebumps
sown.
on my arms right now.
But on the 13th day, the army of Manetheren was gone. Queen Eldrine felt her husband die. Driven by grief, she reached out and she
So who can heal you?
Yeah, she needs some rest. Well, she needs a healer, but maybe she can teach Egwene, like, 5-minute crash course in Trolloc wound healing. Oh, shells.
Wait!
That looks so good.
Why are they all just standing there?
I wonder if they built that whole wall. Or, like, partly at least.
Trollocs won't follow us.
For that shot. It would look really good. Moraine, you have to wake up. You should have taught Egwene how to heal someone with your 5 minutes crash course in channeling.
A couple of things. One, that's more words than you've said all day, probably. And two, I don't like
Definitely.
what you bring us here.
Touch nothing. Eat only the food you brought.
Yeah, Matt, touch nothing. Don't touch anything. No daggers. No creepy things in basements. Okay, I've changed my mind. I like the changes to both Barry's and Matt's backgrounds. Oh, that's the same tune. Is he here? Oh, Matt, go back. No. Oh, great, it's whispering. It's obviously a cursed dagger. It's whispering to you. It's beautiful though. Guys, the horses. The horses. How's Bella? I mean, was Bella alright? So only Aldib and what's the name of Mandarp? Only Mandarp and Aldib made it. What about Bella? Don't tell me Bella was the one that died. There's Aldib is Moraine's white horse, and then there is Mandarp. Is how I pronounce it. Is Lan's warhorse, and then there is Bella that belongs to Ran and Tam, but Egwene is writing it in the books. Ah, why am I worried? I've read the books, but I'm still worried. Is this? Is it?
You don't get into them right now. I'll slit your throat.
NYNAEVE! Oh, yes! My girl! My girl! Oh, she looks perfect! Okay, so this one I definitely liked more than the first one. The pacing was better, and we got more, like, better character moments. Yeah, it was really, really good. Okay. So I had to make this quick because you can see, like, it's getting really dark outside. But, okay, quick recap. What happened? We started up with White Cloaks, which was brilliant because they brought them back again later. And I am already scared of the White Cloaks. And that's amazing because they're a little bit scary in the books, but not like that. They're a bit ridiculous in the books, but they made them so much more serious, and I love that because that makes like later stuff so much better. But I was a little bit confused when they were talking about how the Aes Sedai could heal Moraine's wound. Because in the books, the White Cloaks don't want anything to do with Aes Sedai. They're like, nope, they're servants of the dark. They're all witches. Let's kill them all. Yeah, maybe they're going to make it so there are factions. I said it in the reaction as well, but it does make sense if part of the White Cloaks are more like more reasonable, with actually not believing all Aes Sedai are dark friends. Then and then you have the questioners with Imam Valda. I think that's Imam Valda. I can't pronounce his name. With him being among those that think that all Aes Sedai are witches and dark friends, and yeah. So I think that would make sense. At least it does in my mind. I think maybe if they have like two factions that think a little bit differently, that will make them more appealing to people. Because it was always weird to me how many members White Cloaks actually had. And I mean, there are. Okay, this is a little bit of a spoiler. There is a character, I'm not gonna say who, that actually chooses to join the White Cloaks. And I was always really confused with why he would join them, because the reasons in the books weren't very good. But if they've changed the White Cloaks to be a little bit more reasonable, it makes sense. So I like that. I heard that they actually built Shadow Logos from scratch and like built it up, which is so cool. So I was really excited to like see the set, and it looked amazing. I didn't expect Shadow Logos to look so what's the word in English? Like extravagant? Not really extravagant, but it looked like the buildings were very fancy and stuff, which I didn't expect, but it looked really cool. I also didn't expect it to be so whole. I expected to be a bit more broken and a bit more destroyed, like doors falling in, and like a few completely destroyed buildings. Like, but I suppose if there are no insects and no birds and nothing at all, they might keep in perfectly good shape, since it was stone buildings as well. But yeah, Shadow Logoth. Matt, you're an idiot. I know you were going to be an idiot in this episode, but you're an idiot. Yeah. Don't pick up curse daggers. Well, we'll see how that goes. But anyway, oh my god, it's so dark now. But then talking about Matt and Perrin, I changed my mind on their backstories. I think it works, because I heard others talk about, in reactions for episode 1, I heard people talk about how this definitely makes Perrin more understandable for those who haven't read the books, because in the books, Perrin is always worried about hurting others because of his size. And so he's always very careful with what he does, and like when he does things, he's always like, okay, I have to think about this so I don't hurt anyone like this. And we're never really given a reason for it in the books except for his size, and but we can always follow his thoughts, so it makes sense. But if we didn't get the Lila scene in if we didn't get the Lila scene in the show, we probably wouldn't understand why he's acting the way he is. Not that yeah, maybe that will be more important in the future. But yeah, I don't know what more there is to say about this episode. Oh, wait, no, wait. Nynaeve showed up. Nynaeve showed up at the end with a knife to Lan's throat. How did she get there? Well, I kind of know, but she got dragged away by a Trolloc in the first episode. And then she just shows up. Was that a Trolloc weapon in her hands? That's really... Did she kill a Trolloc to get here? That would be really cool if she just, like, single-handedly killed a Trolloc. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's my headcanon now. Nynaeve the Trolloc Slayer. Ah, yes. Yes. So hopefully next episode we'll get some Nynaeve and Lan stuff. hopefully. Um, and Perrin and Egwene are alone, and then there's Matt and Rand. And I wonder how they're going to do this, if the next episode would just follow like one team, or if they'll like do it as they do in Game of Thrones. I know people don't really like the comparison, but the way that they follow like multiple characters in one episode, like multiple storylines. I hope they'll do that because I want to see what they all come up with. But yeah, oh, there was a Weep for Netherin song. I don't know what to call it, but that was really nice because that happens in actually in Emmonsfield in the books. But so I thought they would cut it completely because it's a really long story. But they shortened it down, and Moraine told it to them because they sang a song apparently. And yeah, I really liked it. I'm gonna learn that song and I'm gonna sing it like all the time. I think I can do it. The tune was quite simple, so yeah. But anyway, I will not be able to record episode 3 today because it's already really dark, and yeah, you can see it was much brighter. But yeah, that's what it's like living in Sweden. Yay, we don't have a lot of sunlight in the winters. But anyway, I hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you for episode 3. Bye bye!